coffee first. Yo, what's going on? Fears, audience, fears. What's up, you guys? Here we are. Another day, another dollar, another day, another Fears Tired podcast. I'm tired. These night shifts have been running me ragged. Also, I haven't been feeling good lately. I have not been feeling good at all. The tummy has been a rumbling. Oh my gosh. It's not been good. Anyway, let me open up the chat. Let me switch it from top chat to live chat. Okay, there we are. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. All right, the chat is open. The chat is live. The chat is good. And feel free to chat away, my friends. Also, we got those super chats up and running. So if you feel like giving Fears a super chat, go for it. We got the super likes going, and also, if you want to send fan mail, my address to my P.O. box is in the description. It's in the description, so be sure to check it out. Check it out. Also, here it is right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Write that down. Send Fears fan mail. Also, I'm gonna check the PO box right after this stream is done. So I'm probably gonna stream for about maybe an hour and a half, because the post office, they close at 5. So Fears has got to get there by 4. So we'll see if I got any fan mail today. Anyway, big shout out to the fans. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. In honor of Christmas coming up, Fears busted out his Christmas mug. This is the first day I'm using my Christmas mug. I'll be honest, I've only got one Christmas mug. I need to get another one. Not that I need another one. It just would be nice to have an updated one. I'm wearing my new Mario hat. I bought it yesterday. I hope you guys liked it. It actually is a pretty comfortable hat. It's pretty comfy. At first I was like, I don't know if it's going to be comfy. Because the thing is with my hats, I like those hats that are like one size fits all. This one, you have to adjust yourself. See? So. And I've got such a small head, it pretty much has to go all the way across except for the last one. So yeah, so it does fit pretty good. Just I like where it already adjusts to your head, and you don't have to move anything. Like, I'm telling you, the most comfortable hats I've ever worn, ever in my life, ever, are those one size fits all hats. Like my, here, I'll show you. Here, like these. Oh shit. Never mind. This is the wrong example. Normally it has it like this. All the way around. But this one doesn't. I thought this was one size fits all too, but apparently I've had it clipped to the back. Anyway, I'll use this as an example. You see this black kind of like belt thing all the way across? Normally one size fits all has this all the way around. And you don't have to clip it. Those are the type of hats that I like the best. But yeah, anyway. Big shout out to the fans. We got 5 people watching, 2 likes. Today's topics are Fears sat down and watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The very first one. They have 18 movies on this. 18 movies, and Rudolph is the very first one. Right there. So I'm going to review it. I have not watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer It's been a minute. The actual cartoon, I couldn't even tell you. Maybe when I was 10, maybe when I was 9. It's been a while, guys. It's been a long minute. It's been a minute. But you gotta love these classics. I used to watch all of these around Christmas time when I was a kid. I used to sit down with Mom and Dad, my brother. My dog at the time was Penny. Penny would sit in my lap and I would brush her hair. And we'd watch some Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Hell yeah. But it's been a minute. It's been a while. So we're going to review that. Then, what are the top 10 movies in Fears' life that I've seen in a movie theater? That's going to be hard because Fears has seen a lot of movies in the theater. But I will try to narrow it down to 10. And then, what are the top 10 toys that Fears got as a kid? Again, very hard, but I'll try to hone it down into 10. I'm sure we can figure this out. And I'll ask the fans, what are your top 10? What are your top 10? What are your top 10 movies? You guys can totally write in the chat. Put in your 2 cents. Let me knows. Let me knows. Let me knows. All right. So cheers to the fans. All right, here we go. I don't think there's any updates. I've been doing updates for like the last 3 days. So I'm not going to bore you guys to death with the same old updates. If anything new pops up, as always, I will keep the fans updated. But I'm pretty much up to date with everything. I told you guys yesterday, I talked to my mom. She's doing good. Grandma's doing good. Thank God Grandma Fears is back to normal. Falling on your face, that sucks, Especially if you're an older person. My grandma was not harming anyone. She's just trying to get from the fucking kitchen to the fucking couch. Apparently, the carpet was a lot more slipperier than she thought. Her walker fell out from underneath her because she didn't have the tennis balls on. You know how, like, older people, they put the tennis balls on the walkers? And I didn't get on to my grandma, but I was like, Grandma, why didn't you put the freaking tennis balls on the walker so there's some, there's some sturdiness to it? And then my grandma's such an independent woman. She's like, I didn't think I needed it, She's like, I just pushed the walker. I was like, fair enough. And then she said it just flew out underneath me, and then my face hit the carpet. Which you would think carpet is soft, right? Some carpet is not. Look at my carpet. My carpet is not soft. See? Hang on. My carpet is hard as a rock. But some carpet is soft. Apparently my grandma's carpet is not soft. But I'm so glad that my grandma is feeling better. Her face is back to normal. She had like a bruise, like, I kid you not, guys, from here to here. You don't even want to see the pictures. My mom sent me a photo like a couple of months back, like a month or 2 ago when it happened. I was like, holy shit. I was like, is grandma all right? And my mom's like, yeah, she'll be fine. Just her face will be sore for a while. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, well, that's not good, Fucking hell, But I'm glad she's doing good. I was praying for grandma like crazy. And I know some of the fans were praying for my grandma too. So I appreciate all the prayers from the fans for good old Grandma Fears. She's the best. Grandma Fears is the best. Anyway. All right. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. It may be a quick show today. Because, again, I have to go check the P.O. box today. Remember, I always check the P.O. box every Monday, every Friday, and every Saturday. Depending on how much I get, I may just do it 2 days a week. I may just do it on Mondays, and I may just do it on Saturdays. Because I've only gotten... How much have I gotten so far? Triple gave me the selfie stick, so that's 1. The idiot troll gave me the Mockingbird contract. Oh, the boycott's on. That's 2. Oh, and then someone gave me the nice Christmas wrapping paper. So far I've gotten 3 things. So we'll see. So I'm hoping that I get some fan letters soon. I hope. Because I would love to read your guys' letters on camera. or whatever you want to send, you know. We'll see. I'm hopeful. All right. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. All right. So, if you guys have not seen these classics, where have you been? Apparently, if you haven't seen these classics, you didn't have a childhood, you know? Fears watched all of these when I was a kid. I know some of them we had on VHS, and then some of them, they just came on the television, you know, around Christmas time. Literally, I kid you not, in about a month, Fears won't have to watch any of these. They'll be on the fucking television, you know, on my TV, back to back. Because they play that Christmas stuff all the way through. I mean, they're going to pretty much start it here in a couple of weeks. I'd say a day or two before Thanksgiving. You know, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. They're going to start it. They always start it. I'm not narking it. I'm just saying they're going to start it soon. Trust me. Trust old Fears, because I'm getting old. Oh, God, I'm getting old! I'm old. But you know what? I'll be honest. Do you guys see any gray hairs? There's a few. Right in here. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, yeah, look at that one. Oh, yeah, right there. So there's a few, but not many. Thank God. I'll be honest, though. When my dad got older, and even when my dad got sick, my dad still had a full head of hair until they started the cancer treatment. Obviously, when they start the cancer treatment, then my dad's hair went away. But after the treatment was done, they did it in steps. Because my dad would lose his hair and then regain his hair back. Because I remember my dad looked at me and said, I may have no hair after this. And I was like, well, Dad, I'm like, Dad, I would rather you still be alive and no hair. And my dad's like, oh, yeah. He goes, trust me, John. He goes, me too. And he goes, it's going to be, and then my dad was like, it's going to suck to be bald. Or he said something like that. I don't know if my dad said sucked, but, because my dad rarely cursed. But he said, I think he said it's going to stink if I'm bald. I was like, listen, I'm like, Dad, I said, if I had cancer, I said, Fears would rather be bald. I mean, bald, like a cue ball, than to have fucking cancer, because fucking cancer sucks. I don't wish that upon anyone. I don't even wish cancer upon even the trolls, you know? Cancer is a son of a bitch. To watch my dad get eaten alive, oh my God. It was the most horrible thing I've ever had to sit through. It was pretty bad. But even when my dad was getting sick and stuff, my dad still had a full head of hair. And he had that salt and pepper look going, you know? He had like gray and white, and he still looked pretty good. Like, we Fearses have good genes when it comes to our hair. The only one that's going bald right now in my family, and I guess my brother's going bald in the back. So he's got a full head of hair in the front. If you've ever seen it, I think I've shown a picture of my brother to you guys. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. I'm about 95% that you guys have seen a picture of my brother. He's got red hair. He's really tall. So me and my brother are nothing alike. I'm more the artist of the family. My brother's more the mechanic of the family. My brother's like 6'4". I'm 5'6". He's got red hair. I've got brown hair. Nothing alike. But we're brothers, and we love each other, you know. I'll be honest, me and my brother used to fight a lot growing up. A lot. But now that we're adults, you know, we seem to get along quite well. And his wife. His wife is like the sister I never had. His wife is so nice. She's a little quiet. So sometimes it's hard for her to, because, you know, I'm so outgoing. So, sometimes at family events, she just kind of sits in the corner. But, I mean, once she gets going, then she's fine. But she's super nice. She's super nice when she does talk. But every once in a while, she gets a little quiet. And I'm like, you know, you can talk. You know? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Obviously, I don't say that. But, yeah. Anyway. But, yeah. My brother is the only one going bald. He's got a big bald spot on the back of his head. And I told my brother, my brother looked at me and he was like, John, what should I do? I said, listen, I said, you could either, I said, you could do one of three things. And this was me being a big brother because I'm the big brother. I said, you could do one of three things. I said, you could either just rock the front, you know, because I said, no one's going to see. I said, it's just in the back. I said, just comb everything forward, like do a comb over, you know, gel it. My brother's like, yeah, he goes, nobody can tell from the front that I'm bald, like, you know, going in the back. I said, you could do that. I said, or you could wear a baseball cap. I said, except for when you're at work. I said, because my brother works, he's an engineer, and he's got two jobs. One job just got done. He was designing new ways on how to make snowmobiles. That was my brother's first job. And it was kind of like a side gig. He's like, well, I got my normal job, but I'm going to go off and do this little side gig. And I was like, that's cool. I'm like, how much are they paying you for the side gig? I'm not going to tell you guys how much my brother got paid, but it was, oh yeah. And I was like, oh shit, really? And he told me how much. And he goes, yeah, he goes, I was working at my company, and then like our sister company was like, hey, do you mind coming over and helping us design a new type of snowmobile? Because we have a lot of snow in Missouri. And my brother's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. So now he's back on his normal gig. So yeah. So I said, look, you can't wear hats all day, every day at work, you know. So I said, but when you're not at work, I said, you could rock a hat like I do. I said, the third option is, I said, you could just shave it. And my brother's like, yeah, he goes, I said, because you're not bald yet. I said, you could just shave it and have like a tiny bit of hair like on the top, you know. I said, I wouldn't shave it bald until you get like the old man shit where there's just hair on this side, and it's fucking bald on top. I said, I would never do that. I said, it fears it, like, I kid you not. So my brother, right here, like, he's only going bald, like, on this spot right here. Right around here. So I said, you're fine for right now. I said, you're fine, you know. So I said, just keep rocking it, you know, rock it forward, rock the hat, or just shave it. I said, because then you could have, like, you know, tiny hairs and shit. But I told my brother, I said, if it goes bald here, and there's just hair here, I said, you don't want to look like an old man. I said, if that ever happened to me, I would shave that shit bald, man. I would rather be bald than to have fucking hair on both sides. Because some girls like bald, you know? Anyway. Oh, thank you for the third like. I appreciate that. I didn't even see. I had 2 likes, and now we're at 3 likes. I appreciate that. Got 7 people watching. Hope everybody's having a good day. Before I start the topics, I will say it's kind of been a rainy, miserable day. Rain. All fucking day. I woke up from a nap. Rain. Got a shower. And I thought, all right, well, I'll get another nap in before the stream. Went back to sleep. I slept for like an hour or 2. Got up. More fucking rain. So it's just been fucking drizzling, rain, all fucking day. So, cheers to that. There it is. I doubt the sun will come out today, but we'll see. You never know about Florida. It's kind of kooky sometimes. All right. Time for the review, shall we? If you haven't seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, where have you been? Where have you been? Where was your childhood, for God's sakes? So, if you haven't seen it, invest in this. At Walmart right now, I bought this at Walmart. 18 movies. It's in the Christmas section of the electronics department. Just go there, pop this bad boy up. You can watch this by yourself, watch it with your family. If you have kids, watch it with your kiddos. Whatever. So, yeah. I haven't watched the bonus features yet, so I need to watch the bonus features. But I just started watching all these because, like I said, I haven't watched these movies since I was 9, 10. It's been a while. It's been a minute. So, but I remember as soon as I started watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it came back to me. I was like, oh shit. Picture a Little Fears. A Little Fears, 9 years old, sitting in front of the TV, like Indian style. Like I got my hands, in my lap, Indian style, just watching the little TV. Time travel back in the day, classic fucking 80s. Fears has got his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt on. I'm watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's coming back. Oh, yeah. So, as soon as I started watching it, I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, I remember these animations. So, it's an animated, like, short film. So, already, I love animated short films. I love animated movies. I love cartoons. What have I always said? It does not matter if you're 5 years old or 195. Everybody likes cartoons, or everybody should like cartoons. I love cartoons. But this is an animated movie. So they basically took like little models and they moved its body one leg at a time, one arm at a time. So it's not really a cartoon. They used models of characters and then they moved its arm, they moved its leg. So it took forever to make these, but they are Christmas classics. So, like I said, if you haven't seen it, it's good. And it's about Rudolph, and it shows Rudolph being born, hanging out with his family. And when he's little, he starts off with a brown nose. A black nose. And for some reason, it doesn't really explain why, his nose falls off and he grows a new one and it's bright red. And his parents don't want, like, everybody making fun of him. So they take some, like, black coal and they kind of rub the black coal, like, on his nose. And it turns back black. But throughout time, the black coal starts chipping away. And then all of his friends see that he's got a red, shiny, like, blinking nose. Everybody starts making fun of Rudolph, which is very sad because in life, anyone will make fun of somebody else. Like, if anyone's different, people in society will make fun of them, which is very sad. Very sad. I wish life wasn't like that, but if you're different in some way, people will make fun of you. If you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, depending on what you do. I mean, if you do something terrible, then obviously people are going to make fun of you. Case in point, fucking Matman. He did something very, 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 very extremely terrible. That's why apparently, I don't know, somebody told me he quit YouTube. Thank God. Good riddance to bad fucking rubbish, you know? But, anyway, I wish society wasn't like let's say you're different. Like let's say you do a different hairstyle, right? Different hairstyle. People will make fun of you. I'll give you one of the best examples, which is terrible. You know, like black people. Black people got made fun of a lot because they weren't white, which is fucking terrible. It shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're blue, black, white, gay, bi, transgender, whatever. Everybody should be treated with dignity and respect, you know? I wish life was like... That's why I love Star Trek so much. Star Trek, there's different species, there's different cultures in Star Trek, and in Star Trek, it doesn't matter. Like, you've got a black woman at the helm. Oh, I'm sorry, not the helm, at the... What is it? The fucking... Oh, God, I should know this. I watch so much Star Trek. The fucking... She's got the earpiece. What the fuck? Communications. You know, before Star Trek, there wasn't a lot of black women or black people on television. And if there was black people on television, they always made them like the housemaid or a slave or some bullshit like that. That's fucked up. You know? It took a while for society to accept other people. Unfortunately. You know? Unfortunately. Everybody should be accepted for who they are, you know? Again, I don't care. Like, the only thing that I care about, if people treat me with respect, the Fears Man will treat you with respect. Mutual respect. That's all I ask. But I don't care. I don't care if people are gay, bi, transgender, black, Indian, whatever. I try to get along with everybody. Sometimes people in life make that hard, or sometimes people on the internet make that hard. But I try to get along with everybody. Anyway, back to Rudolph. I was just using that as a point. So people start making fun of Rudolph, and they're making his life a living hell. He goes up to his mom and his dad, and he's like, well, what should I do? And they're like, well, there's nothing you can do. I'm like, your nose is part of you, you know? And then all of a sudden it's Christmas Eve. Santa's getting ready, and he's about to take off, and then clouds are everywhere, and he can't take off. And so then Santa's like, well, what the fuck do I do? You know? And then he notices Rudolph, and he's like, Rudolph, how bright is your nose? And he's like, it's pretty fucking bright, you know? And he's like, can it glow? And he's like, sure. He starts glowing, and he's like, you're going to guide my sleigh tonight. And so the rest is history. Rudolph saves the day. All of his friends say, hey, Rudolph, I'm really sorry for making fun of you. You're the top reindeer now. Shouldn't have made fun of you. Should have accepted you for who you are. What's the lesson we've learned? Be yourself. Be yourself. It doesn't matter about people's opinions. Or it shouldn't matter, you know? People make fun of me all the time. Fuck you. I don't care what they say about me. Fears likes me. I like me, you know? Now, does this get me in trouble sometimes? I will admit, yes. Sometimes I need to just hush it, you know, because I do get in trouble sometimes. But besides my mouth, I like me, you know? I like me. So, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it teaches us a very valuable lesson, you know? Don't fake, because he regrets putting the coal on his nose, you know? Because he was trying to be someone he's not, you know? So, don't try and hide who you are. Be you. Do you. And people are either going to love you and accept you. And if people don't accept you and love you, then don't be their friends. Because they're probably not that good of people, you know? So, yeah, just you do you. That's the best piece of advice Fears could tell anyone. Do you. Do your own thing. Don't copy somebody else's. Do you. And the people that care about you and the people that love you will accept you for who you are, like you. Surround yourself with positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people. And who gives a shit about all the other fucking evil people? Because there's a lot of evil people in this world. Sad to say. You know? People are always out to make a quick buck. People are always out to fuck you over. You know? So steer clear of negative energy. That's why I don't put up with any negative energy on my channel. And if they do, I time them out or block them because I don't want to fucking deal with it. You know? It's them trying to hurt my loving and loyal fans. Or they're trying to hurt me, or they're trying to put me down, or whatever, you know. A bunch of bullshit. So you do you. So that's my analysis on Rudolph. It's quite a classic if you haven't seen it. It's good. Animated film. I haven't seen it since I haven't seen any of these in a long time. I caught them every once in a blue moon on television growing up, but I haven't, sat down and, fully watched them since I was, 8 or 9. But, growing up, in my teens and in college, you know, you see them every once in a while on the fucking TV. And I would glance at it for a couple seconds, oh, yeah, fucking, Frosty. All right, yeah, right on. Oh, shit, Rudolph. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. Watch it for a couple seconds and then move on. But I haven't sat down and, fully watched it from start to finish since I was a kid. So I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. The next one is Cricket on the Hearth. I've never even seen that one. I've never even heard of that one. So, Cricket on the Hearth. Right there. So, that'll be the next one. I've never heard of that one, so I guess we'll find out what that one is. So, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Alright. Alright. Let's see, what's next? Alright, let's do the top 10 toys. When Fears was a kid, I got a lot of toys. I still have some in storage. Some I sold. I do regret selling all my Crash Dummies. My Crash Dummies, I had the whole fucking set. But I did a really good deal. Even Fears was doing deals back then when I was a kid. My friend really wanted all my Crash Dummies. And I said, well, I really want your regular Nintendo with all your shit, all your games. And he went, Fears, I'll make you a deal. I went, oh, no. I will make the deal, my friend. And he went, all right. He goes, what you got, Fears? I said, I will give you my entire Crash Dummy collection for your entire, the Nintendo Zapper, the Nintendo Running Pad, the Nintendo Joystick, the Nintendo, and all your 99 games. So Fears has 99 games back in Missouri. One day I will hook it up and I will stream all those video games for you guys and play all the old classics. Because all the old classics are way better than all this new bullshit. Or at least that's what I think. I'm an oldie. Of course, Fears grew up with all those, so I'm going to like the old ones more than the new. But I will say, some of the new games I've played this year, I'm impressed. Like I said before, Outlast, holy shit, was that fucking shit scary. But good! The only guy that kind of creeped me out was that big fat guy with the fucking teeth like this. Like, he had teeth over his fucking lip, you know? And his name was like Little Pig or Piggy or whatever the hell Sam told me that guy's name was. Piggy or whatever the fuck it was. And he was wearing bloody boxer shorts and he was walking through bloody shitty water with a fucking baseball bat trying to kill you. That guy freaked me the fuck out. That was pretty fucking weird. But a good game. So that game was great. Mortuary Assistant, that was fucking scary, but good. And weird. It was weird though. The other one, the black creature with the red glowing eyes, that freaked me out. But the other one was, I remember we were in the mortuary. The body was laying on the table. Me and Sam were working on the body. All of a sudden, this it looked like that girl from The Ring. She had black slimy hair with like a white shirt on, and she does this. Like the window's over here, she just goes and like peers through the fucking window. I remember, and I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, Sam, what the fuck is that? And he's like, that's a ghost, Fears. And I said, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it was some creepy... I don't even know if it was a girl or a woman. It was some... Because I couldn't tell how old she was, but she had slimy hair. Like, literally slimy hair. It was, like, wet. She had, like, a white dress on, and she was all, like, peering through the window and shit. I was like, this is fucking scary. So that one was good. And then Resident Evil 7. Oh, that was my favorite new one so far. That was a fucking great game. I would play that one again. I can't wait until me and LC at some point play Resident Evil 4, the remake. Oh my god. I want to play that game so bad. And then Resident Evil 8, it was alright. Like, I'll give you an example. Resident Evil 7, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Resident Evil 8, 9 out of 10. It's still good, but it's not as good as number 7. In my opinion. Anyway. Let's get back. Let's see. Top 10 toys. This is going to be hard. I got so much shit as a kid. But I'm going to try to hone it down into the 10 coolest toys. Let's see here. I'm going to have to jog my memory. Let's see. Let me go to Google and write 80s toys in. Because the only ones that I can kind of remember is... I got a lot of Ninja Turtles. I got a lot of real Ghostbuster toys. Let's see. 80s toys. Because I got a lot when I was a kid. Let's see here. 80s toys images. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I remember these. Okay. So, number one, I'm just going to put them in categories. Number one, you guys know I love Ghostbusters. So, any Ghostbuster toy, that's number one on the top 10 toys that I got as a kid. Number one. Number two, any Ninja Turtle shit. That's number two. Number three, I got a Cabbage Patch doll. And I think I've told you guys this story. His name was Lincoln Chad. He was my buddy. I took that guy everywhere. If I ever have children, if I have a son, I'll probably give my son Lincoln Chad. Now, when I was young, I couldn't pronounce Lincoln Chad. So I just called him Linky. I called him Linky. So I took Lincoln and I just shortened it. Instead of Lincoln Chad, it was Linky. Hey, Linky. Me and Linky went everywhere. So picture like the Chucky doll, except that Cabbage Patch doll. My Chucky doll, when I was a kid, was a Cabbage Patch doll named Linky. I took that guy everywhere. I took him to school. I took him to England whenever my mom and my dad took me over to England, because I've been to England to visit my British family like 25 times in my life. Linky came with me everywhere. I put him in the seat. I put the seatbelt on him. He was my buddy. Now he's in storage collecting dust. There's probably an inch layer of dust on Linky right now. I can only imagine. So, that's definitely number three. So, yeah. His hair was long. I gave him a haircut because my hair was short, you know. He had a football jersey on with like a little coat. He was my buddy. He was my pal, you know. I took that guy everywhere. All right. So he's number 3. Let's see, number 4. Let's see here. This is going to be a toughie. Toughie, number 4. Let's see. I would say Legos. Any Legos. Fears played with a lot of Legos when I was a kid. So any Legos. Number 5. Probably my first video game. My first video game system was Super Nintendo. Because I got the Nintendo from my buddy. And we did that deal later on. So, Super Nintendo. With all the games and shit. I would say the Nintendo. With all the games and shit. That's number, let's see. That was 5 and 6. Number 7. Before I sold all my Crash Dummies, I played with all the Crash Dummy sets a lot. So, number 7 would be the Crash Dummies. That Rubik's Cube, I used to play with that Rubik's Cube all the time. So, that would probably be number 8. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I'm trying to think back through my childhood, you know, like, what did Fears sit down and play with? All these I play with. Number 9 would probably be board games. Me, my mom, and my dad, my brother, we played a lot of board games growing up. So any board game in that category, that's number 9. That's number 9. And then number 10, let's see here. Well, I was going to say Jurassic Park toys, but I never had those. I always went over to my friend's house and played with his Jurassic Park set. So that really doesn't count. I played with them, but they were never mine. I'm trying to do the top 10 that I got. The top 10 toys that I got as a kid. So that one really doesn't count. Let's see. Let me try and think of another one. I only had a couple of He-Man toys growing up, so I'm not going to say He-Man. I played with him every once in a blue moon. Let's see here. God, this is tough. What else? Oh, you know what? Hot Wheels. Even though they were my brother's toys, I played with my... Well, no, see, I can't do that one out because they were my brother's toys. My brother, since he loves cars, he got a lot of, like, Hot Wheels set. You know, like with the tracks. You know, the orange track. You would build it all in the fucking living room and it would go fly, go up to the loop-de-loops and shit. But that wasn't my toy. But I played with my brother's toys, too. You know, so that one really doesn't count. Fucking hell. Let's see here. What else? What else did I get that was just mine? Because all the other ones were just mine. Oh, I know. Oh, okay, I know the last one. Because my grandma and my mom took me to McDonald's all the time. Any toy out of my Happy Meals. But my favorite Happy Meal toys was 2. Whenever Back to the Future came out, there was this little tiny DeLorean time machine with Doc Brown, like, hanging out the window going like that out the fucking window. And you would rev it up, and it would spark, like how the time machine sparked, and you would rev it up, and you would let it fly across, the floor. That one was one of my favorites. And then when all those Transformer cartoon movies came out, they took, like, food items. So they would take, like, McDonald's hot cakes. It would look like a hot cake, and then you would pull it out, and it would transform. So, yeah, I'd say those are number 10. Whew, that was hard. That was fucking hard. But, yeah, I did play with those a lot. That was a lot. Okay. We did it, guys. We did it. It took me a minute. It took me a minute. All right. What's next? All right. The top 10 movies that Fears has seen in the theater. Well, I got to start with an old classic. I never thought ever Fears would see. I never thought ever would Fears see Ghostbusters in theaters, but I did. So, seeing my favorite movie on the big screen, I've seen it twice on the big screen. So I'm going to start that one off with Ghostbusters. To see it on the screen, that was good. Number 2, Friday the 13th, Part 3, I've seen on the big screen. That's number 2. Number 3, probably Saw. The very first Saw. That's number 3. I saw that on the big screen. Number 4, let's see. Oh, God, this is going to be hard. I've seen... Oh, probably Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I saw that on the big screen. That was good. That's number 4. Number 5. Oh, man. This is going to be hard. Oh, Mario. The very first Mario movie. Like, live action. Super Mario Brothers 1993. I was sitting in the front row. So it sucked that my neck was like this watching the whole fucking movie. But seeing that on the big screen was pretty fucking cool. So that's number 5. Let's see, number 6. That recent Scream movie was pretty good. I'm going to put that as number 6. Scream, like where the Ghostface killer goes to fucking New York of all places. Why is he in New York? I don't know. But that was pretty good to see on the big screen. Home Alone. I saw Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 on the big screen. So that would be probably number 8. Number 9, Jurassic Park. I saw the very first Jurassic Park on the big screen. That's number 9. And number 10, Avatar. I saw the very first Avatar on the big screen. So I'm sure as time goes by, that will change, guys. But as for right now, those are 10 movies that I loved to see on the big screen. I'd say the best 3 out of that top 10 was seeing Ghostbusters twice on the big screen was awesome. Jurassic Park was fucking awesome to see on the big screen. And Super Mario Brothers, the live action movie, was really fucking cool. So yeah. I wish they would put that on Blu-ray. But the thing is they've, for some weird reason, if you look on eBay, you can get Super Mario Brothers on Blu-ray, but it has to be compatible because they only put Super Mario Brothers, a live-action movie, on Blu-ray like in fucking Europe. Why? It's an American movie. I don't understand why they didn't put it on Blu-ray over here. They only made it for DVD over here, probably because the movie didn't do so well. But anyway, there it is. Well, guys, that'll about sum it up. I got to skedaddle. We've been going for about 43 minutes. I've got to get to the post office, but I want to thank the fans. I hope you enjoyed the live. Got 3 likes, so I appreciate that. But let's see here. I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. It's coming up next week. Oh, hang on. Is it next week? I'm pretty sure it's next week. Let me look at my calendar. It is next week. It's on the 23rd. So, Fears is either going to see that Thanksgiving horror movie this weekend. I'm going to call him and say, because it comes out November 17th, I'll probably see it on Saturday the 18th. But I'm going to call the theater. If the theater is open on the 23rd, I'm going to reserve my tickets to see Thanksgiving, the horror movie, on Thanksgiving. So, and of course I'll vlog it. If the movie theater is not open on the 23rd, then I'll see it on the 18th. And I'll still vlog it. And I'll still put it in the Thanksgiving vlog. So, probably tomorrow is when I'm going to start. I'm probably going to go to the store and vlog me getting all of that food prepared, for the Thanksgiving community food drive. Fears likes to help out the community, help out those needy families, help out those needy kids. Everyone deserves a Thanksgiving meal, and it sucks that there's needy families out there. It sucks that people don't have enough money to feed their kids. That's terrible. So Fears tries to help out when I can. So I'm going to start filming and buying all that food for the community food drive probably tomorrow or the next day. So look out for that. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Fears Man at FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. Follow Fears at TikTok, FearsMan26. Follow me on Instagram, FearsMan26. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on Twitch at the Sega Camp Gamer 22. Follow my buddy Pixel Protocol. Pixel, I hope you come back soon, man. I've been giving you plugs. At Pixel Protocol on YouTube. All right, I'm taking off. But this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. I'll see you guys later.